My version of the Maggie challenge. I got buckets of rocks since I don't have dumbbells. Here's my scale. Step on it, and again, I'm dressed. So being dressed, I weigh 188, 189. We're gonna put on one bucket of rock and see what it weighs. One bucket of rocks weighs 79.2, just shy of 80 pounds. Next bucket of rock. Next bucket weighs 78. So bucket 1, 78, bucket 2 is 79. I'm all set up. There's my tripod stand. Phone to go there in a second. I got my two buckets. Bucket 1, 78 pounds. Bucket 2, 79 point something pounds. From that fence post here all the way down to end of the property. That last fence post way down there. That's 190 feet, one direction. A quarter mile is 1,320 feet. So 1,320 feet divided by 190 is 6.9 trips. With basically 80 pounds in each hand. I think the Maggie challenge is 60 pounds for a quarter mile, not 80 pounds. I don't remember how many times she set it down per distance. My goal is to be able to make each trip fence line to fence line and only set it down at the very end of the fence line each time. We'll see how it goes. I've never tried this. Wish me luck. Time to go. This is for Maggie. At the gym I do farmers carries, and what I realized carrying these buckets with 80 pounds versus carrying dumbbells with 80 pounds is the dumbbells don't hang so low and they don't get in the way of your legs where like the buckets do. Plus my shoulders were getting sore really quick because with dumbbells you're able to keep the arms next to your side, but with buckets you have to keep your arms off your side so you could have clearance to walk. Definitely a humbling experience. I'm gonna have to start doing farmer carries with buckets versus dumbbells. I made it down and halfway back, set it down, got back here to the asphalt, set it down again. Maggie, with all due respect, you're a tough SOB. Caught my breath, and grab these buckets, walk down to the fence again. I think I'm gonna set them down at the end this time, catch my breath again and walk back. If I make it down and back, that'll be 4 trips so far. Here we go. All right. Shit. I've gone down and back twice. So down and back, down is not 190, down and back is 360. So since I've gone 2 full trips, I've gone 720 feet, I think. Holy shit. Hold that thought. All right, that was definitely a longer rest than I was wanting to do. I had to go blow my nose and wipe my snot off my face. All right, we are 7 minutes in. I'm gonna grab these pails and go again. This will be trip 5 and 6. Mom, I didn't raise a wussy. Yep. Okay, I made 6 trips down and back. Fuck. With 79 or 78 pounds per hand, which I weigh 188 today dressed, and I'm carrying 160 in my hands. All I gotta do now is carry these fucking buckets one last time to the corner and done. But because I got that do or die attitude, that warrior mindset to push past the pain and push past the excuses, I'm gonna do you guys one better. I'm gonna pack these buckets down to the fence. That'll be my 7th trip down to the corner, and then I'll rest for a few seconds, maybe 30 seconds or 40 seconds, and I'm gonna carry these buckets back to where I found them from. So instead of doing a quarter mile, I'll be doing slightly over a quarter mile. Oh, excuse me. I had to go get a snot rig and wipe my face again. All right, here we go. Yep. So As I'm catching my breath, I came to grab my phone so I can move it to the new location for the final scene, since I don't have anybody to record for me. As you can see, I've done 7 trips from there to where those buckets are, 190 feet each direction. And then I'm bringing you guys over to right here where my buckets are. This is where I started with my buckets initially before I had this challenge came up with. So what we're gonna do is set you guys up. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna go grab these buckets and come right back. Thank you, Maggie May, for your amazing challenge. You are a great role model to age like fine wine and age gracefully and age with strength. Carrie man, shout out for getting me to do this challenge. Sean Baker, or Dr. Sean Baker, shout out for having Carrie do this challenge, which has encouraged me to do it. Maybe next time I'm in your neck of the woods, we could all get together and do this challenge as a group. Anthony out. Forgive me, I'm about to go to bed, so I kind of look haggard. Well, I just finished up the edit of this Maggie challenge, and I gotta apologize to yourself, to you guys, and to my own self. I didn't pull a measurement of the actual fence line prior to doing this challenge. I just went off my memory that there was like 190 feet is what I remember the fence company saying. Well, guess what? I wanted to do the math tonight. I just got back inside, and instead of 190 feet from post to post for the full fence line, it's 210 feet. So in the video, I said I did 1,480 feet. In reality, by pulling the proper numbers tonight, I did a grand total of 1,620 feet, carrying 78 or 79 pounds per hand, which, back to the beginning of the video, a quarter mile is 1,320 feet. So I did 300 feet more than I needed to do. Explains why it took a little bit longer than I anticipated, and it explains why I was more out of breath than I thought I was going to be. That 300 extra feet kicked my butt. But with all that being said, I'm so grateful for this challenge. I'm so grateful for everybody that's part of my life. Thank you guys. Like, subscribe, and share. And if you guys are brave enough, you guys trust yourself enough, you guys want to push yourself enough mentally and physically, I highly suggest doing the Maggie challenge. Tag me if you can. Tag Carrie. Just do something intentional with your body and move it. You want to age gracefully like fine wine and have a good quality of life, you got to do those hard things.